Welcome to News World Today. To get more news, please subscribe this channel. In February, both former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama signed a massive book deal, worth approximately $60 million. Obama has recently been out on the speaking tour, following in the footsteps of the Clinton family, trying to earn a buck or two while he's still a known name in politics, as he's only been out of the White House for just over a year. It's not hard to see why Obama is going on tour. It seems like pawning a book to your followers could be one of the most lucrative gigs in the world for politicians no longer serving the government. All they have to do is be famous for one reason, scandal or another, write a book, and go on tour signing autographs and giving overpriced speeches. Who wouldn't do that? Bill and Hillary Clinton have racked up $153 million in speaking fees since Bill left the White House. Obama is already bringing in big money selling his speeches. He's given a few Wall Street speeches for a cool $500,000 apiece, from an industry he bashed during the presidency, and $3 million for a speech in Milan. That's not bad for the political equivalent of a side job, and he'll probably earn $700,000 per speech before Goldman Sachs, just like Hillary did. Last weekend, Obama embarked on a 5-day trip to China, India, and France. He had meetings with a number of foreign leaders, playing pretend president, and gave speeches as well. It's unclear what compensation, if any, that he received from the foreign in this particular case. During one speech in Paris, where Obama discussed climate change, he also saw fit to take a dig at President Donald Trump. Trump had pulled America out of the Paris Climate Accord, hence why I'm assuming he brought it up there. According to America's News Hub, most of the speeches focused on economic cooperation between nations. He does realize he's no longer president, right? But Obama was happy to go off topic to personally attack Trump. When in India, Obama said about Trump, "And look, I've got 100 million Twitter followers. I actually have more than other people who use it more often," said Obama, followed by, "Think before you tweet." In Paris, he said that we have a temporary absence of American leadership on climate change, which was probably intended to be a comment specifically about the Paris Climate Accord. A selfish dig at the current leadership and his ability and willingness to pull America out of a deal that he thinks isn't benefiting America first, if at all. It didn't seem like many Americans cared that Trump pulled our country out of the Paris Climate Accord. In fact, has anyone noticed a difference one way or the other? Most can't say yes. According to the Cato Institute, the Paris Climate Treaty is climatically insignificant. The EPA's own models show it would only lower global warming by an inconsequential 0.2 of a degree Celsius by 2100. The cost to the U.S. in the form of required payments of $100 billion per year from the developed to the developing world, is too great for the inconsequential results. And what if the nations we're effectively subsidizing don't meet their climate targets? Simple, they can simply revise their goals downward with no consequences. The agreement is non-binding, but the payments certainly are not. At least one stop on Obama's trip backfired, however, as Chinese media acknowledged past failures of Obama's foreign policy with China in their reporting. According to Mstoa, the South China Morning Post reported, Obama, who championed a pivot to Asia policy that Beijing viewed as a bid to contain its ambitions and critics say was largely a failure, said China had made impressive achievements. Relations between Obama and Xi were outwardly positive but were underscored by tensions over Washington's concerns about human rights in China and the South China Sea disputes. President Xi Jinping explained to the state-run news Xinhua about his meeting with former President Barack Obama. He stressed that China and the United States have an important responsibility to safeguard world peace and stability, as well as boost global development and prosperity. They went on to say that Barack Obama thanked Xi for meeting with him and appreciated China's development achievements. That's a polite way to thank him for his input, while also acknowledging that it was completely useless when it mattered during the time when Obama was president. Like Hillary, it unfortunately appears that Obama won't be going away anytime soon either. Old Democrats will go on tours, sell books, and denounce President Trump as he continues to make America great. Obama tried to insult the president, but it appears to have backfired with some of the foreign leaders, and now we see who is really laughing.